Gotta take it one day at a time. Just try and take it one day at a time. You don't gotta care about saving the world, but yo, I guarantee you I'ma get mine. Gotta take it one day at a time. Just try and take it one day at a time. You don't gotta care about saving the world, but yo, I guarantee you I'ma get mine.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
I feel like we don't need a mic check, honestly, because you know what? We might actually need a mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Yo, whatever, yo.
Fuck it.
Welcome to episode 4 of Lij Sterl Save the World, the world's only internet pop culture talk show, where we give our insight and opinions not only for viewer entertainment,
We're still here.
for the overall betterment of mankind.
We're not going nowhere.
Because mankind's still here.
Yeah. So as long as y'all here and y'all need saving, I'm gonna have my cape on.
Definitely. Sponsored by Old English, even though we're not sponsored by Old English.
Catches in your hood.
We're trying to get canceled before we get started.
Hashtag cancel South Park.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yo, South Park is lit right now.
South Park is lit right now. That's Lij. I'm Sterl. Here
I'm
to save
Lij.
the world.
He's Sterl. Yeah.
It's been a crazy week, man.
It's been a crazy, week and a half, honestly.
Yeah.
We're still new to the podcast game, even though we feel like we're the best at it.
And we only can get better.
Yeah.
So just imagine when we, get there.
Who else is trying to save the world, yo? Seriously.
With an OE in their hand.
I'm about to say, we're already pretty lit.
Look at that. Freshly cracked.
But that's a good thing.
We're going down this one together, America.
Definitely. That means, we're being honest about everything we're talking about. And I think, I can't speak for both of us. You're a grown man.
I am a grown ass man.
I'm pretty lit right now because I'm celebrating Stan Lee. I'm celebrating the life of Stan Lee because it's just Stan Lee died at 95 years old.
95.
Which is an accomplishment within itself. 95 years old.
Yeah, a lot of people don't make it that far.
Yeah.
Especially in that industry.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, our lifespan isn't that. Males, period, whether you're white, black, whatever.
Damn sure ain't guaranteed. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed to nobody. If you got somebody you love, tell me you love them. Tomorrow ain't guaranteed.
Right. But think about it like this, this man created an entire universe within a universe. He pretty much inspired not one generation, but multiple generations. Pretty much because of the fact that it was always heroism over hatred, I guess. That would be the best way to word it. It was always heroism over hatred and being the best person you can be. Whether you're a mutant, whether you got bit by a radioactive spider, whether you're just a regular person, it doesn't really matter. The entire, the totality of what Stan Lee created and the universe that he created to allow other artists and other writers to create within that universe is monumental. And I honestly think that it's probably I can't think of the word right now. Unparalleled, maybe, if that is a word.
That's funny because I was thinking the way he will be remembered, and not even in the short term, and a long term, along the lines of, I'm thinking hundreds of years from now, is going to be the way that we remember the Odyssey, the Iliad, the way we talk about Homer, but it's going to be probably in more detail because we actually have details about him personally and more in detail sources of information to get that information about everything pertaining to the universe he created, from Fantastic Four to Spider-Man, all of that, the Avengers, all of that. So I mean, it's sad that he passed away, but you know, while he was here, he did a great thing. He created a great thing, and because of that, he'll never truly be gone. You know?
Definitely. And like to add to what you just said, honestly, it's almost to a point where it's like it's super existential, like open to your own interpretation, pretty much. It's like what Stan Lee did. It's like he pretty much jump started something. You know what I mean?
Did he ever?
So it's like you started a universe, and like honestly, up until like unfortunately for me, I didn't realize how much of an influence that he actually was in the comic book community. I thought he created certain characters or like co-created certain characters, but what he really did was like every week he was actually writing the through line story for these characters. So not only did he create Spider-Man, but every week he was writing.
He was hands-on.
So yeah, it's like he would live his week, and while he was living his week, he would plan Spider-Man's week as well. So at the end of his week, he could write out what happened like throughout Spider-Man's week. You know what I mean? So it's just like
that's a talent in itself. Right
exactly.
there.
Like he was the characters. Like I mean,
it's
like
foresight within foresight. That's like 8 sight.
Shut up! I can't do math right now. But like, but like that is amazing though. Like honestly, like, and there were so many characters that he created and co-created, and that he's actually written. That
listen,
I mean, like yeah, like it wasn't something that was just an idea. Like he wasn't trying to just like monetize BS. It was like he actually lived these characters. He was these characters. The lives that these characters lived was the lives that he created for them. So it's like it was his life. You know what I mean? To an extent. I mean his imagination. And it's like not often in the not just America, but like just in pop culture and just like in the world, do we see people who have that kind of influence and that kind of imagination express themselves and like openly and like with no censor or anything. Like I'm sorry if it seems like we just like really giving like big ups to Stan Lee, but it's like we're really giving like big ups to Stan Lee because
he deserves it.
It's damn near like monumental and like it's definitely historic. The things that he's done.
I shouted out people for less, so you know what I mean. It'll be only right to shout him out for what he's done. Like he's created a universe where I visit daily. You know what I mean? Like
definitely.
Like I'm an avid fan of comic books, comic book movies, like all of it. Like you know, like because of him, he's part of the reason we do what we do. Like you know, we get on here, we online, we critique comic book movies, we critique other movies, but like what started it all? Us sitting there talking one day, you know, having fun, busting it down about talking. We was probably talking about the Avengers or something.
I'm pretty sure we were.
But whatever it was comic book related, and therefore it was Stan Lee inspired. So like, I mean, at the end of the day, roundabout way, he kind of like, you know, inspired us.
I like that. That
like,
makes a lot of sense. I was he's still not on Instagram and stuff.
Still not. Yo. Quick tangent. This ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now.
Right.
This nigga just showed me his Instagram, and like it wasn't like his Instagram. Like I don't know how it's
my
set
timeline.
Up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and like yo, shout out to them twins, yo. Y'all know who y'all is. Listen.
The basketball twins.
Yeah, y'all know who y'all is. Like
Dylan Gonzalez.
Yeah, y'all know who y'all is.
And her sister.
Y'all know who y'all is.
And I mean that in the most respectful way because like right now I'm pretty lit right now. And
y'all the exact reason why I stay off Instagram.
We were currently on Dylan's Instagram, and like me being as on as I am right now, I can't remember her sister's name.
I don't need
but
no
I know
Instagram.
it. Yo, I know it. Yo.
I don't need no Instagram. And
y'all are doing great.
Shout out to y'all, but I don't need no Instagram. And thank y'all for reminding me that I don't
need no
Instagram.
Ball. I'm just left-handed. You know what I mean? But look, y'all doing great.
Rest in peace, Stan Lee. So
I was just gonna say I forgot what we were talking about, but no, I was on Instagram and I was on DC Comics Instagram, and they posted a tribute to Stan Lee, and I was like, yo, that's super respectable. One, because I mean I know DC and Marvel have always been in competition or whatever, but it's like respect is due when respect is due, and that's how I feel like as a rapper. I don't mean to make it about me, but like as a rapper, like if I'm ever beef with a rapper that's nice, I'm always gonna be like, well, like they're nice, like I mean, like they are good, or whatever, but I'm better. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like because like if somebody's good, I'm not gonna sit there and say that they're whack just because I have a problem with them. I'll say I'm better.
As far as that goes, I think, whenever you're doing something to an extent where it's either professional or it's just a personal thing that you do, you should take confidence in it. And like part of taking confidence in it is saying like you're one of the best to do it, even if it hasn't been proven yet. But yet it's still to be determined. You know what I mean? Like if not everybody get the same chances to do everything. That's why it's a lot of corny rappers that rap right now, because they got the chance. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hot dudes that rap who ain't get the chance. They ain't get the same chances. So like you ain't never hear about them. You know what I mean? For every Jordan, you know what I mean? You got a bull. I guess. Yeah. For every Jordan, you got a Lij. But we need to change that.
I mean, I wasn't even really saying that. I was just saying
I know.
I was saying Lij as to say like I'm the best rapper of all time.
Yeah.
Remember this episode. Remember this date.
What was it? The most famous, unfamous celebrity?
I'm the most famous. Well, I forgot what I said. I was like, yo, I'm the most not famous celebrity of all time.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Like my entire schedule consists of doing things
celebrities
do. Like whenever I'm not at my 9 to 5, because I do have a 9 to 5, I'm a regular nigga. Whenever I'm not at my 9 to 5, I'm either in the studio, I'm working on my movie, I'm working on my podcast. I'm always in front of a camera or a microphone. I'm always doing something. Whenever I'm not at my 9 to 5 or I'm not asleep. But I'm working on that though. Obviously, like we're doing this podcast. I don't mean to make it about me. We're talking about Stan Lee.
Yo, like speaking of Stan Lee,
king of cameos.
Like, I'm like before I even get there, like Wolverine and the Hulk is right here right here in front of our desk.
Stan Lee created Wolverine and the Hulk. I was just arguing with my little brother Reese. Shout out to Marty.
I don't know if he directly created them, but I know he created the X-Men. He created the Fantastic Four. Wolverine is a part of the X-Men.
Yeah, he didn't create Deadpool because I was arguing with young boy.
He definitely didn't create Deadpool. Deadpool was created by some bull back in like
two bulls.
2000 and some shit like that. 2002 maybe, 2003, something like that.
That's fine. Deadpool lit.
Yeah, he's a
he's a
rip-off of Deathstroke. Wade Wilson.
Never put that together. Kind of just blew my mind,
yeah. In fact, I could go into the... In fact, I don't think I have any Slade. Well, I know what's next, guys. Got to get some Slade Wilsons up in here.
Speaking of Slade Wilson and Stan Lee cameos, Teen Titans, yo. You saw Teen Titans Go? The movie?
Nah, yeah. I actually want to see it. I seen bits and pieces and clips and things. I seen Stan Lee's cameo. Hilarious.
Teen Titans Go is not a kid. It's not a kid's show.
In Batman.
If you're an adult watching this show, don't let your kids under 13 years old watch Teen Titans Go.
My daughter watches Teen Titans every day.
I mean, your daughter is on a different intellectual level, and I know that personally. The world may not know that, so I'm letting the world know. But like, I mean, that's different. Like other kids, they probably shouldn't watch Teen Titans Go like that are under 13 because like that movie itself was kind of like it wasn't vulgar at all, but it was definitely like mature, way more advanced than like your average kid. And the show itself is like it's out there because like people who like Teen Titans kind of like tuned in to Teen Titans Go, and it's like maybe they kind of like thought they were appealing to that audience when they were really appealing to kids on 15-minute, 11-minute show on Cartoon Network. But with all that being said,
Season 6, bring that though.
Bring that through what? Teen Titans?
Yeah, the original Teen Titans.
All right, yeah. They're definitely I heard like online they're doing Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. I'm interested to see how that goes. I hope it's not too funny. I hope it's like kind of like surreal, like realistic. So like we get like the real Teen Titans back, and like Teen Titans Go kind of like actually cease to exist, or at least exist in its own universe, if that makes any sense. Because like Teen Titans needs to exist, and Teen Titans Go kind of needs to exist at this point now too. Cause like it's pretty good, like it's a good show, but it's just like way too comedic.
So if Teen Titans does come back, would it exist in the same universe as Young Justice?
No.
No.
Young Justice is like a completely different tangent, but like DC does that with like all their comics and stuff like that. And it's like the thing about DC is like with Marvel, like, it's kind of like one continuity, even though there's like different continuities as far as the comics are concerned. But like at least as far as like their TV shows and stuff, it's like there's one continuity. With DC, they play with the multiverse a whole lot more than Marvel does.
Marvel just keep reissuing number ones and all that.
Because there's like 5 different Teen Titans teams right now, and like right now, as far as right now is concerned, my 2 favorite teams are the current Teen Titan team. Say
that 3 times fast. Teen Titan team.
Teen Titan team in the comic books, and Titans in the actual TV show. Because the first
Titans.
Yeah, like the first 3. Let me see.
I do have Titans.
I read this. This was okay.
Yeah.
I like this. It was okay.
Pretty
it
good.
was like Titans versus Teen Titans, like the reemergence of like the Titans. What is it?
It's Made in
Come
Manhattan.
on, yeah, we gotta give it like it's a
Volume 2, Made in Manhattan.
It's right, dude. Titans DC Universe Rebirth, Volume 2, Made in Manhattan, written by Dan Abnett, Brett Booth, Norm Bratmund, and
Other guy.
other guy, aka
I'm not going.
Minkyoku
I'm
Jung.
not going to butcher it. I'm just going to call him Other guy.
I read what I read, so whether it was wrong or not, that's how it reads. With that being said, I'm a fan of the Titans TV show on the DC app. The first 3 episodes are pretty like
slow and dragged out. They should have released them all on the same day.
Yeah, it's pretty stagnant. The first 3 episodes, it would put anybody off to watching the rest of the episodes. But
I implore you, don't watch
don't
the rest of the episodes.
Yeah, that shit was
4, 5, and 6, pretty dope.
definitely like they're going somewhere that the show never actually went, or that the comic actually went, to my knowledge. But it's pretty dark and it's pretty realistic. If anything, it's way more realistic than I thought it would be as far as Teen Titans go, because we have Starfire, who's an alien, and we have Raven, who's pretty much like the Antichrist.
Definitely the Antichrist.
At the end of the day,
definitely the Antichrist.
But the show is definitely picked up. What do you think?
I like it. I like it. It definitely is somewhere in between a DC movie and a DC TV show. It's like somewhere in the middle, as far as it's not as funny as the shows get. You get like, the shows could get kind of wonky.
Right.
They could get kind of campy with it or whatever. It's not on that level, at least not yet, and hopefully it don't go there. And it's a little bit more gritty along the lines of it's somewhere between like a Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and like a Christopher Nolan Dark Knight. Like it's somewhere in between there, and like
say that again.
Like the current DC universe that we got going on, like the whole Batman versus Superman Justice League is somewhere in there, like as far as the gritty,
campy,
and then it's it's like there's a mixture of like the Christopher Nolan realism, like because like with the whole it's pretty much realistic.
Because all right, how about I mean I agree with you like 100% because like the story is kind of dragging out. We're on episode 6 right now, and it's like we kind of like really got nowhere. Like we're in episode 6, but it's kind of like day 3. of what they've been going through. It's like day 3 or 4 of what they've been going through.
Yeah, it's definitely
so it's like
the same 5 days or some shit.
Yeah. So it's like it's kind of dragging out, but it's like with a live action TV show, something that's supposed to be realistic, something that's supposed to be relatable to real life people in real life situations. Do you want it to be rushed, or do you want it to be like super paced, or do you want it to be fleshed out, and do you want it to be like to the point where like, yo, this could be real, like these experiments could be going on for as to which this guy or this kid can turn into a higher like Beast Boy, you know what I'm saying? Or like it could be realistic as to which
that episode.
it could be good to which the point an alien comes down from whatever planet because there's this demonic force that just so happens to have been started on Earth that is actually has that could actually affect the entire universe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like it makes sense it makes sense for the aliens to come to our planet to stop it from the source. You know what I mean? Like with Starfire, as far as Raven is concerned, and of course you all know Batman, Dick Grayson's origin as far as Bruce Wayne is concerned. So it's just like it's super realistic and it's drawn out to an extent, but it's like it makes sense and it's like
I don't like the Raven Starfire connection.
I need to understand it more. They need to explain it more for us to understand.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be. But like from what I gathered, they make it seem as if that's actually like her purpose for being on Earth. And
I don't know Starfire's origin personally. So
Starfire's origin, she's a princess.
Yeah, she was escaping. Alright, I think I remember.
Like her sister.
Blackfire.
Yeah, certain versions her sister was like overthrowing her and she escaped. And like in the midst of her escaping, got caught up. And certain versions is like her sister actually banished her. So like there's different versions of it, but like basically she was a princess or whatever.
But those could still be true, as far as Starfire is concerned. She could have still been banished, or she could have still escaped. And like the reason why she escaped, or the reason why she was banished, was because she could have escaped because she was imprisoned on her home planet. Because of her beliefs and because of her like following Raven and Trigon, who is Raven's father, the ender of worlds, the fucking demonic.
But she was the princess. Like that's the thing.
So was Blackfire.
Like
that's her sister.
Nah.
I mean, Starfire was probably in line before Blackfire, but I'm just saying. Like with that being said, like a mutiny could be formed. You know what I'm saying? Like a mutiny could definitely be formed as far as like. I mean, like they can definitely incorporate that into the actual live action series. Is what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but like it kind of pulls me out of the belief of it because it's like, all right, if you've been exiled from your home wrongfully and like you still want to go home, I don't think you would take up another mission. Now that I'm here, this person's going. If the
reason she was banished was her original mission, then what are you doing? Like what's more important? Your road to redemption, as far as you going back to your planet, or you completing your mission to prove to your planet that you were right, so you can actually gain acceptance back to your planet. So it's like two birds in one stone. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm also curious on like where she landed because like in most renditions of her like landing on Earth, she landed somewhere relatively close to like Robin. That's how come like they have a connection. Like she was the human that she can because her race. Oh yeah, they can learn languages by lip contact.
You saw the fucking they fucked
Oh yeah.
Robin and Starfire fucked in like episode 4 or 3 of like Titans.
Oh yeah, it was episode 5. Episode 5. 4. Episode 4. Sorry. Episode 4.
It might have been 5. I think you're right.
Either way, they fucked. They got drunk and fucked.
Which is
they didn't even get that drunk. They each took like 2 shots.
Which speaks so many volumes. Like Starfire was always gonna fuck Robin, and Starfire always did fuck Robin. In the last Teen Titans movie, Teen Titans vs. Justice League, and Teen Titans the Judas Contract, either one. It was in one of those movies where Starfire fucked Robin, like, and it's just like, well, Robin as far as Dick Grayson is concerned, Nightwing, whatever you want to call it. Like, man, they got that shit off. He's looking in the book to see if they fucking the book. If they fucking the book, then like honestly, comic books are on a whole nother level right now. Like,
did you hear about DC Black Label?
do they have like a fucking like age restriction?
DC Black Label.
Aside from DC Black Label, because I don't know what the fuck that is. We're gonna have to get on that. The next
DC,
podcast.
DC Black Label is
it this?
It's the dark version of like the comic books.
Is it this?
It's similar. I mean, it's the same. It's the same stories. Apparently, it's like Bruce Wayne.
This is the same Titans comic book that we had earlier.
No, this is the other one. This one is the Judas.
Oh, the one the movie was based off.
Yeah. And I just saw Robin making out something. Oh nope, never mind. That's Wally. Wally and Donna Troy.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Sorry.
We were about to go off on a whole nother topic. Probably would need a whole entire.
Yeah, but apparently DC Black Label is like it's a comic book line of like rated R kind of, because apparently there's like bat penis and shit like that. Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass on bat penis.
Definitely pass on bat penis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a Wonder Girl cooch. That's what I'd rather see.
Definitely. It's a girl.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's wonderful.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. R.I.P. Stan Lee.
Yo, we definitely got like way off. Like,
I thought this entire fucking can was empty. That's how off we got.
Like, we got way off topic. But let's try to bring it back a little bit.
No, R.I.P. Stan Lee.
R.I.P.
Definitely
Stan Lee.
created something legendary, something that we can, that like to this day, that like it's gonna take us days, months, years, whatever, to fathom and comprehend the universe that he created, that he inspired. It was amazing, and we'll forever be grateful for that. Shout out to the show Titans. It actually got its legs. Like, the first 3 episodes were kind of like drawn out and whatever. The entire series is kind of drawn out, but like if you know Teen Titans through the comic books, through the TV show, and through the other TV show Teen Titans Go, like, it actually makes sense, and like you actually do get some kind of fulfillment out of the show.
They all have some sort of familiarity and relatability to it.
Definitely.
So it's definitely worth sticking through the first 3 episodes and getting into it.
Yeah.
With all that being said, I want to get a little real, just a little bit real.
I was going to say, I mean, like, honestly, we've been keeping it real this entire time, like, as far as like how we feel towards like these DC Marvel properties, as far as how we feel about Stan Lee's passing. Like,
Yeah.
we're running out of time, bro. We got like about like a minute and a half, 2 minutes left, so we don't really have time for anything else. But next episode,
I'm
letting you know the title right now. Shit's getting real. Shit's getting real, man.
Shit's getting real.
My fucking last game of Space Jam, man, got real. Michael Jordan did some shit that did not make sense, whether it was a cartoon
Cosmic
or it was...
Goku?
No, I'm talking about the fucking... when his arms stretched the fuck out, bro.
If you believe you can fly and you believe you can touch the sky...
We're going to talk about R. Kelly next episode.
Spread your wings.
Tune in. We're going to talk about R. Kelly.
And flat them things.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Speaking of R. Kelly, real quick.
You can't.
I was watching Dave Chappelle.
Yo, we're running out of time, bro. I got to pee
know.
so bad, bro.
Yeah, hey, man, you know, fuck it. You know, you can always
R. Kelly,
these
you
next
fucking sick. We're going to talk about how sick you is next episode.
Look, I
End of the
watched
episode.
Chappelle show. He was like, how you going to make a song about pissing on me? How you going to make a song about pissing on people? Nigga, like...
End of the episode.
End of the episode.
STW TV.
Lij Sterl, say the word.
Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram, STW_TV. Fuck STW TV on Instagram. You already know what it is. I'm Laj.
I'm Sterl.
You already know what it is.